The first girl I ever fell in love with was named Samantha. I didn't drink my first beer until 4 years after I kissed her goodbye. But still, every time I drink a good IPA, it reminds me of her. The first sip of an India Pale Ale is always a gut kick of bitter, so intense it makes you wonder why the fuck you ordered it in the first place. As soon as you are about to spit it out, it turns into a mellow sweetness, all the more enjoyable because of your previous discomfort. Now, I don't know how many of you have ever had a first kiss that started with, "This will never work," and ended with, "Please do not let go." But this is why it took so many years for me to get rid of her. My grandfather hated beer. He liked his alcohol as straight as his spine, but still, whenever my family drinks to his memory, it is always a porter. Now, a porter can be intimidating. You can't see through it. You never knew how he felt until he told you. But the thing that lasts the longest about a porter, about my grandfather, is the aroma. It has been 4 years since we put him in the ground. But still, every time I hug anyone, I swear they must be wearing his cologne. When I tell my friends that I can relate everything in my life to beer, they chuckle, say, "You might have a problem." I'm not saying I drink a beer for every situation. I am saying I understand the small magic of heat and change. I understand that when you take water, hops, sugar, add heat, when you take strangers, time, and we will get through this, what you come up with is so much more than where you started. There are only 7,000 words for love. At last count, there were more than 12 million types of beer. So you, choose your words wisely to tell me how you feel. I will pass you a beer. Every flavor, aftertaste, and smell carefully chosen to remind me of how I feel about you. I do not have a problem. I have an understanding of small magic. Elizabeth has always been a Belgian. Trey has always reminded me of malt liquor. Ashley, despite everything, was always a bitter. What flavor will I leave on your tongue? What memories of me will you hold in your mouth?